Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar. I am having close to 16 plus years of experience in DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. I have worked with more than 12 software organizations around the globe. I would like to introduce you all a DevOps School's flagship certification program in DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. This program will get started in the weekends, so get enrolled. Please contact us on the phone number given on the screen, and in fact you can email us on the contact@DevOpsSchool.com. For any other regions. So what do? You push the code to the branch where you have access to, and from that branch you create a pull request saying that, hey, I've completed my work, please review the code and take it from here to master branch. And the master branch is the main destination branch for us. Got it, all of you?
Okay.
So what I'll do, so I'll have to create one branch here, then one branch here, and then create a pull request. Can I do that? So now I'm teaching you branching in the local. How do you create a branches? So guys, branches, first of all, why do we create it? Simple. You should not modify all the code in the master. Or let's say sometime you do the bug development. Sometime you work on the older release, which has happened last year or 2 years before. Sometimes you work on the enhancement, so we don't want to add the bad code in the master, not working code in the master. So what do? We create a branch. How do we see the branches? A means seeing the branch. How many branch, local branch you have? Master is the local branch. So can I create a new branch? Yes, git branch and fee1. Okay, so git branch fee1. So you will create one branch from the master and will become a fee1. Simple. I created a branch. See here. So now you have two branch, but there is one asterisk sign next to it. What does that mean? That means whatever the files you are seeing in the local is from that branch only. So that means you are checked out that particular branch. So here this is the master branch. Okay, so how can I go to the fee1 branch? Okay, so git checkout fee1. See which branch you have. Fee1. Now, yeah, why I like this git bash, because actually in the command line, if you check out the branch, it will not tell you which branch you are. See here. See here. It's not having the details on the command line, but because I am having the detail on the git bash, so immediately I'll get to know, oh, I've checked out the fee1 master, this, that. You don't have to run this command again and again. So I'm in the fee1 branch. Now I will work on the fee1 branch. So let me do one thing. Touch fee1.txt. I'm adding, so it will be having some difference. Creating a fake file. That's my code. Git add. All this command, you know that. And git commit. Adding fee1. Okay, so this is something. Here you have fee1. Git commit and so on. So you committed this code. Now what to do? I forgot actually that command. Anyone remember that? I want to send this code to the GitHub. What should I do?
Push.
This push origin and then
master.
Why master?
Okay. Feature one, fee1.
Fee1, yeah, fee1. Enter. I push the fee1 also from the local to remote. Remote means GitHub. Pat is already added, will not prompt me again and again. My bash is slow actually. Not sure why. Okay, so I push this here. Can I go back to the GitHub and just refresh it? See here. This anyway, this message has come. Fee1 is ahead of the master. That's the reason this has come. And here you are master and fee1. So now mastered, I was not having a permissions. So for that, what I did, I created a new branch, fee1. I modified the code, which is a fee1.txt. I pushed it, and you have it. What to do now? Compare and create a pull request. You can do it here also, or you can do here also. Both are same. Okay. So do we have any pull request? No. I'm creating a pull request. And I want you to focus on this arrow. Can you see that here?
Yes.
This arrow. So you should select the fee1. Creating a request from fee1 to master, correct now?
Yes.
And what difference you have? This is the adding fee1, this difference you have. So I'm requesting my team, hey guys, please, I have committed my code, please review it. So create a pull request. So someone should review your code, right? Who should be reviewing? Assign that person name. Let's say Jaha, I don't know. Some of my ex-student actually. So he will get an email and then, hey, please review my code. Okay, something like that. And reviewers, assignee, you can assign someone to look into this work actually. You can label it and all this thing you can do that. It's a UI, so I'm not explaining too much, not dragging the topics. But yes, code should go from the fee1 to master and create a pull request. Now that guy will come into the picture and say, oh, I got a one work actually. What? I have to review this work. Okay, so this guy has written this code. A code you can't see it because the region is that empty file actually is there. Oh, they were okay. File 3 is also got committed, and because it was earlier, yeah, and fee1.txt. So these two files are there. He should review the code, but because the file is empty, you can't see the code. But actually, this will be done. The reviewer will see the code and he will pass the feedback. Approved, okay, or not approved, or request changes. All these things he will do that, okay, and submit the review. Okay, so here I am not approver, so approver was not there. Approver was here, these two people. Okay, but because I'm an admin, I can enjoy the some of the features. Forcefully merging the pull request. That means actually these two guys should are supposed to do the work, but because I am not having that access, so I'll merge pull request. Confirm merge, and this pull request closed. Work is closed. In this pull request, there is no pull request, and if I go to the code and see the master branch, see that fee1 has come. Got it, all of you?
Yeah.
So yes, you will have a pull request, and then what is this one? So security scan. I think this is out of the context. If you're in a DevSecOps course, then it will give you some sense here. This part will do the security scan of your code and tell you the some of the vulnerabilities what you have in this, and some reports inside means some reports like how many users, what commit, this, that, and also. Now, this is the most important part of it. What is this? Anyone have idea what is this?
It's like Jira, you told.
No, no, Jira is here. No, here is Jira.
Oh, right.
Any?
Third-party integrations.
No.
Jenkins.
I'll tell. This name is little odd actually. Even I'm not comfortable with that name, but it's okay. We'll have to manage it. See, I told you, remember? I told you you need to learn how to write a code for the product. And for that, I'll teach you tomorrow Python. Okay. Then also I told you you need to learn how to write test cases, testing the product. You need to learn how to write a code for testing the product. And for that, you need to learn Selenium, JMeter, and all this thing. I'll teach you how to write a code in Selenium also. And then you need to also code for operations. Which tool is for the operations? Infrastructure? Anyone remember that?
Terraform.
Yes, Terraform I'll teach you, Ansible I'll teach you. This is for infrastructure and operations. But also Kubernetes also have some code, YAML code. Okay, and CD. This CD part is not there in your code, DevOps course, but it will be there in the SRE actually, Argo CD and all. So for that also you need to write a code. So understand that, guys, you need to write a code everywhere. Okay, everywhere. So now the coming back to the point here, what is action? So actually, action is like you need to write a code for CI also. CI means continuous integration. So nowadays coding is everywhere actually. You need to write a coding for CI, you need to write a coding for CD, you need to write a code for infra, you need to write for operation, you need to write a code for Kubernetes, you need to write a code for everywhere actually. So set your mindset. Don't get scared. Okay, practice it. Rather than getting scared for a few hours and getting frustrated, practice it. You will be more closer to it. So action is basically CI actually, continuous integration. But that I'm not teaching you here. Then you will say, what? Then how can I learn CI? So as of this course, we have one CI tool added. Anyone would like to tell me what is the CI tool which I have added?
Jenkins.
Yes. So actually, I'll teach you how to write a code for CI using Jenkins. Yes. So here, whatever the tools you are seeing, guys, you can write a CI code on GitHub, you can write a CI code on GitLab, you can write a CI code on Bitbucket, you can write a CI code AWS. I forgot. Anyone remember that?
Code commit.
Anyone? Which one? Anyone remember the service name using that I can write a CI code on AWS?
Code build.
Code build.
No, that was not CI. It was only
Pipeline.
for build. Pipeline.
Code
Wonderful.
deploy.
Pipeline.
Yes,
Okay.
pipeline. Yeah. So I'm just I'm not teaching you those one, but I want you to remember that. So whenever you will get to know that certain question, so you can say, hey, I know the concept of GitHub, GitLab, or AWS. I know the concept. I have not worked on it, but I have worked on the Jenkins a lot. I can write a pipeline in a Jenkins, but I know conceptual things on GitHub or GitLab or AWS. And you are actually, you know what? Your interviewer wants to hear the same thing, because they know that those who are seeking an interview, they know that you cannot learn each and every platform in every features, but at least you should know and it should be mastered in at least one of the tools. Okay, and Jenkins is one of the most popular one, so you should, if you know that, then you can correlate rest of the places also. Make sense?
Yes.
Good. So now, yes, so here action is nothing but writing a code for CI for your product. Now it's YAML code only. So let me add some fake YAML file temporary, and which will add this code. So let me see here. If I click on the action, they'll say, hey, do you want to configure for the Ant, which is the build tool, Gradle, or here again Gradle, or you see here Terraform. These are all the CI deployment tools actually. So right now my focus is to show you this one, Java with Maven. Okay, so I don't have a Java code, but I still am configuring the CI. And now it will write a YAML file. This is your YAML file. Your job is to learn this one. Okay, this is right. Now where it's been written, you see that there's one directory which is a hidden directory, GitHub, and underneath workflows and maven.yaml, and commit. Commit this file. So that basically through the UI you did everything. You could have done through the command line also, but why to do that? So now this is your maven.yaml file which will be triggered. Now this is the maven.yaml file and this is your project. I don't have any Java code actually, so the build will fail, but that's not a purpose. Let it fail, I don't care. But I want to show you one feature which it bother you and me a lot. What feature? So let's say, consider you have a Java code here. Okay, though there are a few programs, but it will fail, I know that. So the action, you know what? The moment, please hear me out. The moment you change the code, automatically build will start, and that's the beauty about it. Do you want to see that? Let me show you that. So here you have a code build which is running on. So go to the actions. See, this first build got failed. Okay, one workflow run is got failed. I don't care about the failure because I know it will fail. But now what I'm doing, I want to have one trigger of the build automatically the moment I change the code. So what I'm doing right now, I'm changing the code through UI. So click on this.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.